Alright, welcome to Mr. Nelson's YouTube video. Today we went over decimal to percent. And we went over what I call the mustache method. Alright, so there was a little bit of math behind the mustache method in that when you're changing a decimal to a percent, you are definitely multiplying by 100. And when you're changing a percent to a decimal, you're dividing by 100. But what Mr. Nelson wanted to give you a quick, easy way to remember how to do that. Alright, so when we are changing a decimal to a percent, we're going to do what is called the mustache method, or multiplying by 100. So if we take 56 hundredths and we multiply by 100, or use the mustache method, all that happens when you multiply by 100 is your decimal changes. Okay? So we move it 2 times. It kind of looks like a mustache. We're going to move it to the right. The reason why we're moving it to the right is because we're trying to get a percent. So in order for us to make a percent, we want to move to where the percent sign will be. The percent sign will be on the right of your number. So 56%. We just changed a decimal to a percent. Same here. We want to again change this decimal to a percent. And so since we want to change this decimal to percent, we want to use the mustache method. And we want to go towards that percent sign that would be at the end of our number. So we're going to go to the right. So we go towards where we want the percent to be. Go 2 times to make a little mustache. And we get 28.7%. Again, all you did technically is multiply by 100. Here we have another number, and we're going to change it from a decimal to a percent again. And since we're going to change it to a decimal to a percent, we know we're going to use the mustache method. Again, this method only works when you're changing a decimal to a percent, and from a percent to a decimal. So since we're going towards our percent sign, on the right side of our numbers where we put our percent sign, we need to move it 2 times. So we end up with 396%. 396%. Okay. So all in all, we know how to change a decimal to a percent. To go the other way from a percent to a decimal, it's the same thing, just the other way. So we have a percent of 79%. We want to get rid of our percent sign. So we're going to go away from our percent. And again, you see the mustache. You go 2 times because technically when you're going from a percent to a decimal, you are dividing by 100. So this percent as a decimal is 79 hundredths. 79 hundredths, or 0.79. So you should be able to change any percent to a decimal and a decimal to a percent. Here we have a percent. We want to change it to a decimal. Mr. Nelson, there's no number right there though. So what do? I put a placeholder. I put my decimal where it should be. Put the placeholder of 0, 3, 9, 8. Tens, hundreds, thousands, 10 thousandths. So this is 398 10 thousandths.